Hey guys, Najaam Lee here, and I am so happy to do another video as I promised. As you see the title, this is going to be about speaking up when you are at the hospital, speaking up, speaking directly about what you need, what they need to do for you, what you're looking for, and everything like that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and so we can get into it. I'm at home. Inside it's like gloomy out, but perfect weather for shooting videos anyway. Good lighting, natural lighting. Okay, so let me give you a couple of announcements real quick before I dive into this subject. And I hope you guys can hear me clearly. I'm going to turn this up. Okay. And couple things. One is join right now. Go over to goshabout.wordpress.com and subscribe right now, because I'm going to be doing a online seminar for what I've been putting together, which is the Najaam Lee Unites Sickle Cell seminar. And I'm super excited about it. A whole lot we're putting into this and putting together. So I don't want you guys to miss this. I don't want you guys to, lose this chance of being a part of it. I don't think it's going to be recorded. It's going to be something live, but it won't be recorded. So I'm doing a one-shot on this. So I'm super excited. And, testing of the skills and the knowledge and stuff like that, I think is going to be good for me and good for the whole process. So all you have to do is subscribe at goshabout.wordpress.com. Just become a subscriber, and everything's going to be sent to everyone that is subscribed through Goshabout to get that information and all the details and stuff of the seminar and where to go on and all this good stuff. The other thing is follow me on Instagram at Najaam Lee. I'm always there, and also on Snapchat. I'm always mixing this up. Snapchat at Najaam Lee Art. And don't forget to please share this video. I'm going to be doing more, really like the format that Facebook Live has. So I'm going to be doing more of this, but I'm also going to be posting it on YouTube as well after. For those that are on YouTube a lot. So yeah. All right, so let's dive into this subject. All right. Again, I'm Najaam Lee for those who don't know me, and I have sickle cell anemia SS. And so I want to talk about speaking up when you go to the ER or to the hospital, and speaking directly. It's so important to speak up. There's nothing to hide about what we have. This is what it is. It's a part of our life. Just like, if you have a cold or you have the flu, or, you broke your leg or you broke your arm and you're going to be in a cast for a bit, whatever, you have to deal with it. It's the same thing with sickle cell. It's something that we have to deal with on an everyday thing. We can't escape it. And it's just something where you have to embrace, this is what we're given, and for some reason, the universe has chosen us to have this disease. And I look at it that way in a positive light. And it took me a while to get there. This is not something that happened overnight, because before I cursed the divine daylights out of the universe. But then I started to get a grip and just really see like, hey, I've been chosen for something. This is a part of it. Let me get to know this disease, and let's see if we can have a dialogue and communication going on so that we can understand each other, because we are sharing the same body, right? And because we are sharing this vessel, we got to communicate, we got to get along, and I need to know what your needs are, and you need to know what my needs are, and you need to know when to step. And, if you need to give me some signs, if I'm not drinking enough, if I'm not eating the proper food, I understand, I will do what I have to do. That type of dialogue that you're going to have. And so one thing I learned is accepting this disease, and accepting it allows me to empower myself. And so I went and just really studied to the point, I mean, I'm not saying you guys have to do that, but I studied to the point of becoming a holistic doctor in Ayurveda. And so I practiced Ayurveda on myself, and I had years ago an office, a practice, and helping other people and healing other people through utilizing Ayurveda. But once you empower yourself with understanding what you have, because knowledge is power, nothing can break that. Nobody can break that. So when you enter the ER, you know exactly what you need. You understand the crisis that you're in. You understand more than anybody in that whole entire hospital. That is why it's so important you speak up and you speak directly. Okay? When you enter to go through triage, they're going to ask you, how can I help you? What's going on today? You tell them directly, this is what it is. You know, I'm in a sickle cell crisis. My sickle cell crisis started, I don't know how many days ago, or started today. I have allergies to certain things. If you do, state it. Yes, I have allergies to this. Here's my card. Just like be prepared and speak up. Know what you need. Know what you are looking for. Know what they need to know what you need to know so that you can tell them what it is you need and need right away. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no hesitation. There's no, let's try this and see what happens. Like, you don't have time for that, you know, especially as an adult and you're past, say, 18, 19 years old, and you come into your 20s and 30s, like mid-20s, mid-30s, you pretty much know what you need. You know, when you're in college years, from high school to college, you're kind of learning, and you're on the vessels of your parents and whoever's taking care of you. And so your mindset's not really all there of the caretaking that you need. But when you become an adult and you've been through it by yourself so many times, you get to a point of knowing what exactly you need right away. Whatever is not working at home, you know you got to go into the hospital, right? You got to go to ER or outpatient, whichever you prefer. Sorry, guys. Okay, phone calls coming in while I'm trying to talk to you guys. All right, so let's get back into it. So when you know what you need and you need it right away, you know, you have to tell them. Don't wait. There's no need to wait. There's no need to wonder or anything like that. You know exactly what you need and what you're looking for, and you got to state it right away. And that is something I've learned just through this whole lifestyle of myself. And it's okay. And I'm happy with speaking up and speaking directly. And I'm not afraid to speak up. I know what I need. You know, I know what works for me. I know what my body needs right away. And I'm not settling for less. So, for instance, if you are in a crisis, you go through triage, you register, blah, blah, blah. Within the first hour, you should have already been in the next room being looked at. Either the nurse has already come in, or one of the interns, it may be a high-level intern or an assistant doctor or a resident or whoever it is, that will come in and ask you, hey, what's going on? Sickle cell crisis. Okay, what works for you? You directly tell them, this is what works for me. This is how much I take. This is what I do at home. This is what I do when I come to the ER. This is the first 3 steps that we do, blah, blah, blah. I tell them what is it I need right away. Look, let's not like waste time. This is what works for me. Let's not bullshit about this. So, you know, I go into, I need IV fluids. I need half and half. I can't do a full-on bag of IV fluids like that. It needs to be half and half. I have a port, I have a single automated port. I need someone to access that right away and knows how to access that. And then you let them know, this is the amount of medicines I take. When I first come in, we'll try to do 3-4 doses. Let's see if that works within the next 2 hours. That means I'm getting something every half hour, right after. There's no delay. Let's not delay on this. The more we delay on this, the more you're going to make me sit here in more pain and delay everything, where I don't want to be in a hospital longer than I need to. You understand? And so you tell them what you need. Directly. Tell them what you need. And they love that. They like that take charge. There's a lot of them that want that. They want, okay, you know what's best, what works for you. There's no guessing game. And then you know your body. If you're feeling like you've been having, a cough, say that. I've been having a cough. My chest feels tight. And my rib cage is really in pain, or, I feel like I'm not getting enough air. Tell them, so that it's a boom, boom, boom right away of, all right, let's do x-ray, let's do EKG, let's do some blood work on you, CBC, HbA, the whole 9, right? Let's check your hemoglobin, your hematitis, your white count, everything, whatever needs to be done. It's like clockwork, boom, 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 boom. There's no delay on anything whatsoever. And when you do that, and you're strong like that, and you speak directly like that, you know what your body needs, they will respond, and they respond pretty well, because it works. And there's no hesitation. They already know. And as I know, I've traveled all over the United States, and I know there's a lot of areas that are not up to par. And it's about pulling teeth. And if you have to pull teeth, meaning you got to call higher up to get things done, do it. You understand? Don't just sit there. Get who is above them and beyond downstairs into the ER and say, hey, this is what it is. This is what works for me. Da-da-da-da-da. This is what I take. What are we waiting on? Why are we hesitating? And a lot of times when you do that, you go over their heads, a domino effect may happen of, okay, this person is really serious. Oh, wow, this person understands what they need. This is not no, fly-by-night type of thing or anything like that. Sometimes you got to fight in order for you to stay alive. You got to fight, and you go through the channels of who you got to go through above who's the head of the hospital, head of the department, head of the whole staff for that night. Whatever you got to do in order for you to survive the night, do it. Okay? That's speaking up. Do not sit there, put the tears to the side for a while, and you got to talk to them just like you are a doctor. You're a doctor for your own body. And because you're a doctor for your own body, then, you have authority. You understand? You have a space of authority. You may not have the written degree paper that they may have, but you are authority of your body. You know what works for you. So I highly, highly, highly encourage you guys and empower you guys to really learn about your body, know the anatomy of your body, know what's working, what's not working, and really dive in and become the doctor for yourself, so that when you go to the ER or outpatient and you're in an emergency situation, you can speak up and speak directly without having to wait and just rely on them to figure it out. You don't want them to figure it out. It's already figured out for you. You know what works for you. So tell them what works for you, and there's no need to think. Just act and do, because you already give them the mapping. This is what I do. This is what I do. Plan, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. Let's go. And that's how I talk, when I go in. I'm just like, this is what it is. This is what I am. This is what I do. Let's make it happen. Let's not hesitate. The more we delay, you're making it worse for me. So let's go. And you go chop chop, and they'll act, because you already gave them a map into what they do, and then they'll go over your charts or whatever, and they'll say, oh yeah, she's done this. Oh, okay, yeah, she's, whatever they need to look at or whatever questions. So you'll have maybe 2-3 people ask you the same questions, and I know it's frustrating, and I know it's like, didn't I just tell such and this? Isn't it in the computer? It's in my paperwork. You guys already know this. I know because I go through it a lot. But you have to understand they're each checking each other that way to make sure they're all on the same plane of hearing the information properly, or if there was something that they missed. And that's just a good way for them to check, to back and make sure they're on the right path. So you may get 2-3 people asking the same damn question, and you just have to grit it a little bit and be like, look, this is what it is, da, da, da. Or if you can say to them, can all y'all just come in here and just can we do this, knock this out at one time? You, 1, 2, 3, and let's just all do it together at once. You can ask for that, okay? Remember, it's your body, and you're the one who's the client. You're the patient. So you got to speak up, okay? Do not sit there. Do not wait. Do not... I know you're in pain. I know I cry. And sometimes I just have to say, Naj, no crying at this moment. We got work to do. And that's how I am. I'm very militant when it comes to going into the hospital and what needs to be done, what I require, what works for me. This past admittance, like I told them, they will come so early in the morning for how are you feeling? This is 5 o'clock in the morning. How are you feeling? What's going on? Da, da, da. And I will have to tell them, do not come to me until I'm awake, fully alert, and I have checked my own self first. And you know what? They started to do that. They waited. Oh, I just need, because I said, I can't tell, I'm asleep when you guys wake me up. I have no clue how I feel. I'm just entering the world again by you waking me up. So I have no clue how I feel. You have to be able to be wide awake, assess your body properly, and know what's going on. And you can only do that when you're alert. So if 5 o'clock in the morning you're not up and it doesn't work for you, you got to let them know. I can't make a decision right now, so don't ask me now. Come back later. Which you're going to do because they go do rounds later on in the morning anyway. Right? So speak up, guys. I hope you got a lot from this. I know I went a little bit far. I think timing wise, long time, but I hope you got a lot from this. If you have any questions, leave it below. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, please put it in the comment section. I would love to discuss it. And as I say, there's so much more to come. There's so much more to talk and teach about. And I'm super, super excited to share as much of my knowledge that I know with you guys, those with sickle cell, those without sickle cell, those in relationships with a sickle cell partner. Hey, I'm here. Let's talk. All right. I love you guys. Until another time, I'm going to come with another video, another topic within sickle cell, and we'll go from there. All right. Facebook Live with Najaam Lee. Hit me here. Subscribe. Follow me here. Bye, guys. Mwah.